the right people in there who will do the hard work and will have a backbone. I worry about Boehner, but I'm hoping that others will force him, push him to have a backbone to do what needs to be done and make cuts now that we have that maturity.
Right. And if he doesn't do it, then we'll replace him and get somebody else who can do it. You know, that's the alternative too as well. So we can do that. And did you know?
Hold them accountable.
And yeah, and this is the first time in 20 years we actually, you know, with a member of Contract America, look what happened to 1994. What we did again to 2014, 20 years ago. And you know, this is definitely you know, the constitutionalist conservatives were back again. So, but we're even stronger now because we do have not just a Tea Party, but we do have these constitutionalist conservatives, you know, because they're under the Tea. This is all part of Tea Party, by the way. Not just saying the Tea Party is under the GOP. It hasn't changed. The only thing that has changed is some of the people that we got elected that are constitutionalist conservative, and that's what we need in this country. That's all we're asking for. That is it. Is it so hard? And then even Bob Beckel said last night the Democrats fell flat on their ass. You know, he's right. Bob Beckel said that. Bob Beckel said the Democrats have fallen flat on their asses because they didn't do their job. If they did their job, you would not have these radical Republicans you have now, is what he said. But they're not radical. I'm telling you, they are constitutional conservative. If people don't understand that, then they should get out of this country and leave us alone. You know, there's a door. Don't let it hit you. Don't let you hit in the backside. You know, go ahead, Darla. Go ahead.
Well, you know, we're not fringers. People want to think of us as fringers, and we're these radical right people. The truth is, we're the backbone of this country. We're the ones who've been out there working, paying our taxes, doing our thing.
Right.
And over time, we've awakened. The sleeping giant is waking up. Now, you have the old guard Republicans who have been there all along, kind of playing the game, and a lot of them have slowly been indoctrinated, swept into the whole thing. And there's been so many, I think, libertarians and also independents who were really more Democrats who got into our party and have slowly dragged it to the left. And what's happened is you have really the base, I think, the majority of the party who are saying, you know what, that's not who we are, that's not who our party is, and we'll tolerate some of you for now, because we'd rather have an R in there than the D that was in there. But here's the thing. We're going to work our butts off to put in true constitutional conservative citizens again into our elected office.
Right.
And that's where it comes back around. And if people want to think of our founding fathers as radicals, then actually back in their day, they probably were radicals because they did go against the British. They did take over this country and turn it into the United States of America that we all love so much. But they did it for the purpose of freedom, not for themselves, but for everyone.
Right.
That's the difference between the kind of radicals they are and the kind of radicals that the progressives are. The progressives are really, they say it's for everyone, but it's really not. It's for the elite.
Right.
Whereas we say, hey, we go back to that old adage of, I'd rather teach a child to fish so that he can fish for life rather than giving him a fish for a day.
Right.
For him to eat. You know, they believe in, well, let's throw him a fish today. And then tomorrow or 2 days we'll give him another fish. That's not how we believe. We believe get him educated, help him to get a career, help him to make his own way. That's the way conservatives believe. That's the way our country thrives and succeeds. But the progressives are taking us down that Marxist, fascist road, and it's all under the guise that they're helping people, when all they're really doing is taking these women in urban communities and black women, Hispanic women, and forcing them to really pushing them into having abortions. They're trying to control population. They're trying to get all of their votes at the same time, and they're sending out mailers for elections that the black people in the South that say, you know, these people that are trying to take over, or, you know, they're the same people that would hold lynchings and you know, that were involved with the Ku Klux Klan. And really, that's who they are. That's not who we are. But they work on this fear-mongering, and they keep the minority voting for them in power because of the fear. And meanwhile, Dawald, those people don't have a clue. They don't have a clue.
That's right.
So,
That's correct.
Here's my belief system. My belief system is, and I started telling people this in 2012 on my network and other places, the way we win back blacks and minorities, Hispanics, whoever, is not by the stuff we post online and all that. The way we win them back is going to them and talking to them one-on-one, what I call kitchen table politics.
Mm-hmm.
You got to sit down with people. I sat down with my neighbors when I was running for office. I said, I don't know, what party you subscribe to or, where you stand. They're like, well, we're not really sure. We've kind of been Democrats, but we're really not always talking about that. I sat down and I talked to them about the truth about the parties. I told them about what Republicans have stood for, and that we were the ones who were anti-slavery, and we were the ones who were for women and blacks to vote, and we were the ones behind the Civil Rights Act, and all of these things. And they were in shock. When we finished, I handed them 2 new registration forms, and they filled them out, and they checked off Republican. And now they're Republicans because they said, you're the first person to ever come to us and tell us about the parties and the politics, and so now we understand.
Right.
That's what we have to do, Patriots, if we want people to understand the truth and teach them that they can't believe everything they hear on the news.
Right. Another thing you do is just give them a pamphlet of the Constitution too, as well. And that's really effective, by the way. It's really effective. It is. I mean, it's amazing how many people don't even know the Constitution or have they read the Constitution. They don't know. They just don't know, and that's sad.